Welcome. Wrong opener.
So professional, man.
Starting the
So
show with a
professional.
bang. Look at that. All right. This is Acceptable Vices for November 20. Oh, shit, we're pre-recording this. This is it. This is Acceptable Vices for November 27th, 2015. Tonight, the LA Auto Show. Hey everybody, this is Acceptable Vices. Here on the show tonight, we're going to be talking about the LA Auto Show. Helping out with the discussion is the usual culprits when it comes to car-based episodes. First off, we've got Omar. Hey, Omar.
Hello.
How's it going?
Just fine. Not
okay.
much
Not much. Not much.
going on my side, yeah.
Yeah. Omar is, of course, one of the wonderful talents on the podcast Atomic Trivia War 9000 with our friends Jason and Ro. Churba, what is that URL?
Wait. Your definition of talent and friends, it's just way off, dude. I don't think you have a dictionary in your hands.
I don't.
Also, how could you forget Kevin, man, the Canadian Avenger?
That's true. Kevin's on there. That's true. I must admit, it's been a long time since I've listened to ATW 9K.
Kevin, the man among Jason and Ro.
The man among Jason and Ro. Okay, well, Churba, do you want to tell our wonderful listeners where they can hear this assortment of intellectual people?
Yes, you go to Google and you type in ATW9Cat. Alright, it is simplysyndicated.com/shows/ATW9K or facebook.com/ATW9K, or listen to their SoundCloud and upcoming theatre show.
What? You know things I don't.
Off-Broadway musical coming in January.
Also on the show tonight is George. Hey, George.
I have had so much turkey and so many potatoes.
The potatoes.
The potatoes. Yes, it is definitely not Monday. It is definitely Friday.
Way to ruin the magic of radio, George. Way to go.
Hello, future people.
Hello, future people. If you're listening to this, and you're in the United States, you've already enjoyed Thanksgiving. We're actually recording this on, or not, maybe you had a terrible Thanksgiving where your racist uncle came by and started making everybody feel uncomfortable and awkward. But either case, at least the food was probably okay.
Yeah.
Anywho, it is you are listening to this on Friday, but we are recording this on Monday because in addition to many of the guests going to be turkey laden, many of the usual guests, I am actually not going to be available to record. I've got a convention I'm performing at, so we're recording this in advance, and there you go. So maybe the podcast will actually hit the website on time for once.
Good luck with that, sir.
Good luck. Yeah. Anywho, we are here today. We're talking. No wizards. We're going to talk about the LA Auto Show. So, gents, what we're all looking at the same article, despite the fact that none of us have been to the LA Auto Show. Even despite the fact that I live in Los Angeles, I still did not go to the LA Auto Show. What cars have got us excited today?
Well, I do have one thing before we kick into exciting cars. I have a car fact.
Oh, Churba's got a car fact. Well, go ahead, Churbs.
Oh.
The original Hummer is only about 6 inches longer than a modern Camry.
Yes, that's true.
Huh. I did not know that.
It's not as large as you think it is.
Modern trucks are gigantic.
It is.
Yeah, it is smaller than a modern truck.
Yeah, but the Hummer was more wide than long.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
it was
that thing
known
was
for being wide, not extremely long.
Well, it was built almost like
But
a
the question-
sports car. It was sort of short too, but it was way up off the ground.
Yeah, the cabin
How
itself
much do you have to
much
pay
by way of headroom.
to go to the show?
I'm finding that out as we speak.
It's something trivial. It's like, 15, 20 bucks a person, yeah. Something
Too
like
much.
that.
An adult from Monday to
That's pretty
Thursday is
good.
$12, and then a further 15 for Friday to Sunday.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's
I'd pay
not like
$15.
Yeah, for me, it was more the case that I have panels I'm working on for the convention I'm going to go perform at, and I really needed all the time I could. Otherwise, for $15, yeah, I mean, if I really wanted to be cheap, I'd take the bus down to the LA Auto Show or whatever if I didn't want to have to drive and deal with the parking situation in the area. But if you live in the LA area, it's definitely a good show to go to if you really love cars. I just didn't have the opportunity to do this year.
Yeah, and just don't bother going if you need a new shift knob, because they take all of those off the cars nowadays because you rotten pricks kept fucking thieving them.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anyways, first thing
Anywho.
I see, Jaguar has made an SUV.
Now, hang on.
Why?
For those of you listeners who feel like following along on your computers or smartphones, there'll be a link in the show notes to the Business Insider article that all four of us are looking at. So, okay, go ahead, George.
Yeah, there's a Jaguar SUV, and I hate it with every fiber of my being. It's just like, what the fuck is this thing?
Why?
Why?
Because it's
Why do you hate it?
Jaguar. This is not what they do. They build sleek sedans and sports cars and
Well,
grand
Porsche-
tour.
Porsche built a crossover.
I still don't like that.
So did Mercedes-Benz.
I don't
Yeah,
mind.
you
that.
kind of expect it from Mercedes.
Yeah,
Point
Mercedes.
of view.
They did have that actual proper SUV, but
Yeah,
Have
Mercedes
you
has
ever driven
built.
a C-Class? They're fucking horrible.
I've ridden in an E-Class. Second thing, Range Rover cut the roof off an SUV.
Yeah, that's right.
What?
They took the,
What
they
is
took the
going on?
Evoque.
Why?
I wonder how much heavier is that thing because of that.
Oh, it's probably bounds, just a ton heavier.
It's just why?
It literally looks like one of those cars the kids drive, like the little electric
Power
cars.
wheels. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
it looks like a
it
Power
looks like one of
Wheels.
those, only like for adults.
It does.
You know what? I wonder if there is a Range Rover Evoque Power Wheels.
Yes.
Well,
There
now
is.
there's gonna be.
Oh my
Very
god!
expensive.
It looks exactly like. Oh no, it's about the same price as a normal Power Wheels. Hold on. Oh, this is hilarious.
Link.
I am giving you a link, listeners. There'll be a link in the show notes too. Oh my god! It looks literally exactly like a Power Wheel.
Oh my god.
There you go.
Oh, that's so much better than I thought.
That's
It
fantastic.
doesn't even have two wheels like it doesn't even have two seats like a
seats.
normal Power Wheels. It's only got the one.
That's
Oh my goodness. That's
Why would they
hilarious.
license that?
Oh no, Power Wheels gets anything they want basically.
Oh, have you
It's
seen
not-
what Audi brought to the show?
Oh, the new
Yeah, they-
R8 you mean?
Yeah, they bought a R8 with body kit.
they smooth.
They got.
The front
They got
looks
to
like
wait
ass.
I think Victor
It
liked
does.
this car before we started talking about it.
I do like the Audi R8. I know it looks stupid, and that giant grille is kind of ridiculous
I
looking.
feel like they kind of toned it down.
I get the feeling they got
I
to
thought
a
it-
week before the show and just went, oh shit, the show's next week, isn't it?
Yeah.
Quick, pull out the bumper.
I
Yeah,
do like
you
the
know,
little
it-
spoiler they added onto the back there.
Yeah, it really doesn't look like they did much with it. It's
No.
kinda,
That's the same stock spoiler. The only
really-
real difference is that grill. That stupid ass grill in the front. That's the only real
We're only
difference.
really looking at it from one angle. Did they do anything with the rear?
No, I don't care.
No one does.
Why
Yeah.
not? It's an R8.
Yes, that's the
Yeah,
thing. It's an
that's the
R8.
thing.
It's exactly the same thing.
Okay.
It's the
You know
usual
what?
R8.
It looks a lot better from the back than it does from the front. Hang on.
I've dated some girls like that.
Are you sure that's not the regular R8?
It is 2017 Audi R8 V10 Plus.
Yeah, they did a lot of stuff with the underbody spoiler. That looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
It's
an Audi and it's an R8, so you have to be a very specific kind of person to like it.
You have to be a very specific kind of asshole to own one.
Oh, come on now.
Speaking
well, they
of
do have
things
the
that look like an asshole,
All right, what?
this fucking Audi e-tron, what the fuck is up with that?
That is
It looks like
one ugly thing.
It looks like it tripped and fell face first into a telephone pole in Tron World.
a telephone
this
pole covered in
you know what
razor blades.
This looks
what it
like
kinda
you're playing a racing game with low fidelity because it's all polygons.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it
am
does.
not a fan. I am not a fan of that hood either. It looks like it really reminds me of the hood on the that Chrysler crossover, the really useless one with the rear hatch that you couldn't fit anything in.
If it's an electric vehicle,
Why does it have the vents in the top?
Why does it have vents in the hood? And
Yeah, styling.
why is the hood so big? Well,
I
why?
don't know. Maybe they put all the batteries in there or something. I don't know.
Or maybe that's the boot. That's
The boot.
That car would
But
be so
why would
front-heavy.
anybody want a vented trunk?
Put your pets
oh, you
in
know
there.
those are fake, right?
They
Oh, yeah,
that
probably
ain't
are.
going.
Even if the engine's there, those are probably fake.
Yeah, probably. But still, I don't know. The whole car just looks ugly. There's like
Yeah,
all
but-
that useless chrome on the grill.
Needs more louvers.
But that's the
More.
theme. That's the theme of modern car design. I was saying this earlier. I mean, look at all of the cars. They all look. If they're not Audis, they look at like what Audis looked like 5 years ago. Every single car, same stupid headlights, same stupid like bonnet. It's all. It's just.
I like
repetitive.
I like what I see of the M4 GTS though.
I want someone to make a car entirely out of louvers.
But the BMWs look like BMWs. I mean, it's something. It's like a Porsche 911. It's something that's never going to change. They all look exactly the same.
Yeah. I mean, they find the shape profile that they like for the car that's good aerodynamically, and they just stick with it forever.
I still
It
do
just
like.
becomes part of their brand.
What's an S8 sports sedan? Like, what's special about that? What does
I don't know.
what does that have?
I don't know.
Hold on.
Mercedes-Benz
No,
is
I've got
seems to
some.
be okay.
I've got some numbers on that. The S8 sports sedan. It has a 4-liter
Where are you
V8.
even-
I'm just linking.
Oh, there it is. The Audi. Okay, yeah. All right, go on.
Yeah. It's got a 4-liter V8 twin turbo, 605 horsepower. It does 0 to 60 in 3.7 seconds.
That? It looks like a reject Kia.
I
Uh,
have a soft spot for the super sedan. I love
yeah,
these things.
same here, dude.
Because they're sleepers, basically.
I love the sleeper. I very much enjoy them.
Hey, you know what
Yeah,
it
I
won't be
can
able
see
to do? Stop Tesla drivers from going, hey, bro, I'll drag you off at the lights. I'll drag you.
you.
You know what could probably do? Put Tesla owners in their place.
Yeah.
No, nothing could do that. Jesus Christ, Tesla owners. Just stop.
Yeah. But let's see here. the BMW crossovers, they're nothing to look at really. They're just kind of stupid looking. You know what they look like? They look like a BMW sedan, just inflated a bit.
With a lift kit and a raised roofline, yeah.
Yeah, that's basically it.
I saw an X1 in a showroom, and it was considerably smaller than it looks in this photo.
Yeah.
It's not a very big car.
Weirdly enough, I don't actually mind the look of the new C-Class coupe from God knows who.
Mercedes.
Probably Mercedes, judging by the giant Mercedes badge on the grill. I'm a fucking idiot.
You like them? You like them yellow racy stripes, huh? You like the go
Yeah, I kinda
faster
like that.
stripes?
Kind of
Yeah.
like the highlights that's got on it there. That chin spoiler is ugly as sin, but in a good way.
You know what? Those chin spoilers. All they do is they make the car look like it's got a really big mouth. It looks like one of those Japanese woodblock paintings. Like,
Well, maybe I should buy one because it matches the owner that way.
You know what they also do? Scrape on everything.
Oh, yes.
I had one of those on my Saab, and fuck that.
Yeah. I've been wondering because Buick has been making an effort to rebrand themselves from the grandpa car category into something that actually looks nice and sleek. What do you guys think about the new Buick LaCrosse?
It looks like every other sedan out there. It's
It looks like what a poor sales rep would, or a sales rep at a small company would buy. If they wanted to look like they're driving a fucking BMW from a distance, but then when it gets up close, you're just not fooled.
Yeah.
GM has this thing where they like to stick a lot of chrome on modern cars. Chrome looked good when you had a nice squared off grille or a bumper that was, actually separated from the rest of the body. On modern sleek cars, I hate chrome. It looks like ass.
It looks cheap.
Yeah.
The problem is
Yeah,
it looks
it
very
does. It
cheap.
looks very cheap.
Yeah. Cadillac is making has made a slight showing. They have the XT5 crossover. They have other cars in there too, but we're too lazy to do real research.
Slitty eyes.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
It's like if your eyes go the wrong way, but not like sideways, like up and down.
yeah.
Not
Mind
even
you,
like
I
cat's eyes, just like someone took a regular eye and just 90 degrees.
It's a very homely looking vehicle, the XT5.
Oh, rappers will probably love it.
Yeah, probably. The Infiniti Q30 though, it's got bulges in place there ought not be.
That thing
It
is
looks like-
ugly.
You know
It
what's
looks
funny
like-
about this? This
And what's
thing
I'm sorry.
this thing is probably about the size of a Honda Civic. It's so
yeah,
tiny.
probably.
It's the bottom of the range.
It looks
Have you seen the
looks
rear
like-
panel?
Yeah, oh no, I haven't. What rear panel?
Like
Do
the
you have a
little,
picture?
it has like a little point right behind the passenger window, the rear windows.
Mm.
Oh my gosh! I just googled the. Oh, that is like the most space inefficient you could possibly build a car.
How does it get uglier when you can see fucking just a different angle? I know why
Oh
they
my
call it the
God.
Infinity, because
Why?
depending on what angle you look at it, it just gets infinitely worse.
So wait, it's. I mean, given how much the rear slopes in, it can only seat 4. And
Probably.
it
Yeah.
can't have much cargo capacity because, again, it's like it's taken the hatchback and it's canted it in at such an angle. It's like,
You know what it kind of looks like? It looks like when they, you know how you always see, that they have these giant life-size clay sculpts of the car during the conception phase of it. It looks like somebody went and hit it with a shovel and just dragged the shovel all the way across it, and they did it to each side. So you got these gigantic indentations where it just looks wrong.
They've also got like the kind of styling that the Hyundai i45 has on the doors,
Yeah.
except on steroids with the weird kind of fucking in and out thing. Like there's
Is
someone's
it
doing a Mexican wave down the car.
is it
What?
supposed to look like fabric when it's going at speed, like a waving flag or something like
I
that?
think maybe that's what they were going for, but if they were, that is
What
That
are
is
the aerodynamics of this car like?
swirling whirlpools behind you, vortexes, just madness.
I hope it looks like fabric going at speed because it looks like shit standing still.
It's got like bulges in the hood, but not where hood bulges should be.
No, it's just somebody took that car and they hit it with an ugly stick.
It's so
Oh
wrong.
no! Oh, you want to know how it gets even worse?
How does it get even worse?
You go down to the next one, the QX30 concept
Yes.
crossover. It
Oh.
looks like they took that. It looks like they took the Q30 and then hit the Q30 with a fucking ugly stick. I think if you hit this car with the
You
if
know
you hit
what?
this car with the ugly stick, it makes the stick uglier.
There's just so much hood too. Like they gotta have
No.
like a tiny engine in it. Why do they need that much?
It's so
Because
spacious to work.
compensating, Victor, compensating.
I think they have an elongated hood to make the car look like it's going faster, but that is just so ugly.
It
Mi-
is.
You know,
Mine
I'm kind of
will-
okay
mine
with
will-
tiny
This-
engine.
Yeah, and it probably
I'm
has a
co-
tiny engine inside of it.
Yeah.
Is that the
I'm kind of
only?
okay with tiny engine in Big Bay because my first car was a Mini. I remember trying to work on big engine in Tiny Bay. It is not fun.
No, it's
fucking
probably
minis?
That's true. That's true.
small
Um,
engine, big bay with a big ass plastic cover, so you don't
Ugh.
get to see the small engine.
So
The NSX, second gen NSX, looks just as insane as the first gen.
Yeah,
You
but
know-
those are always pretty. I mean, this is what it's expected from Acura, right?
Yeah.
you know what's funny about this car is I'm looking at it and the Honda S660 K car really does look like a Chibi NSX.
Sorry, what was that name again?
The
S660. We saw it when we did when we looked at the K cars, man.
yeah.
Well, yeah, but that doesn't mean I can bring it to mind instantly.
Yeah, same here.
George, you must have really fell in love with that car. Or
I
something.
do. It really does look like a Chibi NSX. It's crazy.
does.
Shit, it does
does.
too. It's even got the little fucking things at the back that don't do anything.
I know. It's great.
That is, I will put a link to a car and
adorable.
driver review of that car in the show notes because, goddamn, if it does not look like a little NSX, that's a good spot, George.
The car's adorable, and I want it.
Hey, for 15 grand in Japan, that's not bad.
It's not bad, but they won't sell it in America because stupid importation laws.
Eh,
Oh,
63
you want
horsepower.
one? Do you
1,000
reckon
RPM.
bought one from Australia if there's one here?
It's not. It's not a importing things from Japan problem. It's an importing things from not the U.S. problem.
But then if it wouldn't be important, then would it?
Hold
That's
on,
pretty.
I need to shut up my cell phone.
I gotta tell you though that the Aston Martin
Swipe right,
DB10, the DB10, it does not look like a car. It looks like a
Dildo?
shall we call it? I was gonna say a personal
Yes.
massaging device
It
to
looks
try
like
to
a
keep it a
dildo.
little bit cleaner. But yeah, it does look like a dildo.
Wow.
That isn't.
They've
Yeah.
totally lost it, haven't they?
Yeah, it's so smooth looking. It's just
They've
it's
completely lost their touch.
Well, it's not a
phallic
real car.
symbol,
so-
phallic symbol.
Oh, is it not a real car yet?
Yeah, no, they're not making the DB10 or at least the one from Spectre. I assume that they will be making a DB10 eventually because that's how numbers work. And the last,
Hate to
And
break it.
yeah,
we've had the
it's not
DB9
production
for a long time now.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I think they're still making it.
they are still making the DB9 as far as I know. But that car there is
Horrible.
just a shell on top of a V8 Vantage chassis.
Wow, they are still making the DB9. Holy crap. That's
Really?
12 years.
Weirdly enough, this car appeared on Blue Peter, which means nothing to anyone except for me, I guess. But it's sort of like the British children's, I don't know, not Mr. Wizard, not Bill Nye. What was that other guy? The guy with the
Beekman?
sweaters.
Oh, Mr. Rogers.
That's it. It's sort of like the British Mr. Rogers, except there's not one Mr. Rogers. There's a interchanging series of Mr. Rogers.
It's like Doctor Who
Doctor Who, yeah.
mixed with
Yeah.
Mr. Rogers.
It's like if Mr. Rogers was a Time Lord.
Mr.
If only. If only.
Oh.
The Honda Clarity hydrogen fuel cell car. Now,
Holy
this
fuck!
car. Yeah. Now, this car
That's an
has.
abomination!
It is.
I like it.
This car has been over the past year featured on the what the hell is the name of the NHK's attempt at Top Gear car show?
Top Gear.
Samurai Wheels. Samurai Wheels. This has been
Samurai
on.
Wheels.
I know. And the theme song sounds like a total rip-off of the Top Gear theme, anyways. But this car has appeared on there, and it's a hydrogen fuel cell, and it's the one of the hosts on the show is a former F1 driver, and he says it's surprisingly zippy for a hydrogen car.
Why would it not be?
Well, because
Also, how can you tell? Because there's not many hydrogen cars around to compare it to.
Well,
No,
no, what he was meaning was that he was expecting it to be kind of a slog, is what he was saying.
I guess.
Yeah. But,
What's up with the weird back wheel? The wheels on the back, the little like bump cover.
the
thing.
Honda Clarity has been
Aerodynamics.
around for a while. Yeah, the Honda Clarity's been around for a while, and half covering the rear wheels has been part of its design for ages. The fact that it's showing as much as it is kind of surprising.
Yeah, it's just aerodynamics. This is
Why?
Oh, no, it's a well-established aerodynamic thing. The more you can cover those wheels, and the more you increase the aerodynamic efficiency of the car. We just don't like the look, so most people don't do it anymore.
Yeah. The Prius is looking more and more like a sedan and less like an Easter egg at
The
this point.
Prius looks freaking angry,
Don't-
dude.
It does.
I was just like, "Grrr!"
It's less granola, more Greenpeace.
Hey man, if
It's like,
you'd
I am
have
going
had
to
so many
save
people.
fuel. Grrr.
Thanks for that, Mr. Regular.
I think my problem with this one is just the color they chose to
You
go
know
with.
what? I
It
like
looks like
the
a
color.
tangerine. It looks like a tangerine color.
I like the
I
color.
like the color,
because-
but not on a Prius.
Yeah, I like it because it's a
Yeah.
color and not gray.
Yeah, that's true.
But I think it would look better in blue or black.
Yes.
Also,
I'm really
you'd
yeah.
probably look angry too if people had been making fun of you because for as long as they'd made fun of the Prius.
It is a
That's-
Prius,
That
dude.
is true. It is a Prius, though. And we're still doing it. I don't know what it is. This entire show, a lot of cars just seem to have been hit with the ugly stick. The Subaru Impreza does not escape that fate.
No.
I think it's just been hit with the bland stick.
Yeah, the bland
Yeah.
stick. That's a bit more accurate.
It's just
It's kind of like
it's-
someone. It's like someone took an Impreza and just pointed a hot air gun at it until it went a bit droopy.
I think you're being generous there.
No, I'm with him. That is
No,
spot on
look,
because
look,
it took
the
all the
sheet
sharp
metal-
angles.
Yeah,
Took
the,
all the sharp angles of the Impreza and just like someone
Look.
took the Photoshop blur tool on it.
the hood actually melted away from the headlights. Look at it.
It is.
That's,
It's sad. It's sad.
Yes.
Is what it is.
It's not offensive. I mean, Subaru has a history of really testing their fans' loyalty with the Impreza. This is
It's
at least sort of okay.
It's not horrible, but at the same time, it's not eye catching. It doesn't have that pop to it.
I
The
think
old yeah.
my
Well,
favorite thing
just-
was the bug eye. The auto
just
journalists
scroll
love to
down.
say about how it looked like someone had shoved a stick up its backside. Oh, those bug eyes.
They did look
Like the
wicked
2000 ones?
surprised.
Yeah, 2001 and 2002, they just went, ah! Everywhere they went.
But just look at the next three cars: the Civic, the Sentra, and the Elantra. They all look exactly the same, and they all look like the Impreza as well. It's that sad.
Yep.
I
Yep.
like the
Yep.
Civic, though. They've added a
The Civic
turbo
does look
engine.
nice.
It's got a 1.5
I am-
liter turbo now.
I'm wondering where that revamped Ford Escort is. Where not Escort, the Ford Focus. Where the hell is
It's
the
at
new
the
Ford?
We're
bottom.
getting to it. It's there.
Yeah.
Besides, everyone's already
It's at
seen
the
it.
bottom. It's there.
We can okay. Let's skip past.
It looks
all
exactly the same as a
blah.
Mustang.
Let's skip past all the blah and stop at the Golf GTE
Well,
Club
hold
Sport
on, we have to look
concept.
at the new Passat, which is entirely like they totally didn't
No one
change
needs to look at the new
anything.
Passat, dude. No,
It's a,
No,
they says
it
look at
doesn't
a brand
matter
new
who
Passat,
likes
it
that
looks
piece.
the
No.
same.
No,
No,
George.
George, they've
No.
made big changes on the interior. They've now figured out how they can pass emissions by removing the entire engine. There's
They
just
have
holes in the
vastly
floor. You've got to
improved
Flintstone the
in
motherfucker.
the car.
Uh,
Oh my god.
okay, Golf GE, Golf
Jesus.
GTE
Now,
Club
now
Sport
that you
concept.
bring
This
out the-
thing looks like a fucking Tron car.
The GT4
It looks like a
Club
Juke.
Sport.
It looks like a Juke got hit on the face.
Which car are we looking at? Oh, the GT. Okay,
It
got
looks
it.
like a
Club
Nissan.
Sport, yeah.
It does
No,
look
it
like a Tron
doesn't.
car.
It looks like a Tron car version of the Golf GTI.
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
It's beautiful.
I
love
kinda-
it. It'll
yeah.
never get made,
It'll
but I
never
love
get
it.
made. And more crucially, I don't think VW is going to keep selling cars in the U.S. for that long.
Oh,
I don't think they're going to survive this one.
I don't know. They might. You never know.
I think they'll pull out of the U.S. market. They're going to survive, but I think they'll pull out of the U.S. market. The Gulf Rally, the Bug Rally car looks pretty cool.
Man, forget that. The Dune buggy V-Dub.
Yeah, I like
thing's
that.
Pretty.
Yeah.
I like it. They
I don't
have-
like the new bugs.
Yeah. What? You don't?
Okay.
You don't like the new
No.
bugs?
I like the old ones. I just never liked the new ones. No.
The '60s bugs?
I wish
But
they
I
had
can
the
see why you
engine
like
back.
it. I mean, I can see why you like it.
Yeah. It's totally a cruise along the Pacific Coast Highway kind of car. You know?
I really
Yeah,
wish they would
like
make
that.
it with the engine in the back. That would be so freaking
If
cool.
they had a surfboard rack, on it, like just like on the side, surfboard just hanging off the side, that would just complete it.
I was scrolling
That'll be a
down and I hit
cliche.
the next image. I'm like, shit, they've really started to make them look like Porsches, haven't they? Until I realised that no, it's actually just a new Porsche.
I love
Yeah, there's
that.
a few Porsches.
Oh my god, that
Uh,
GT4 looks awesome.
Oh, I'm into it.
911 Targa.
Yeah, I will not
4.
comment on any of these
Yeah.
because again,
Oh.
they look exactly the same as their predecessors. The 911 looks like a 911.
Oh my god, I need that Targa 4S in my life. That is so
They're beautiful, though.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm not into the Targa as much as the regular one, but I've always
I like
preferred.
no, don't get me wrong, I like the regular one more, but the new 911, I love it. It looks so cool. I don't know why. They haven't
Don't-
changed that much, but they perfectly blended classic retro styling with new modern flair.
Yeah, especially with the Targa, with that big rear window.
The big like silver hoop on it. It's just like, oh,
yeah,
that's
the roll bar.
That's
Is it just me, or it looks a little bit longer than your usual 911?
yeah, they're
It does
making
look a
it
bit
is a bit
longer.
longer. And they have lengthened the wheelbase a bit to make it less deadly.
What I don't understand is why all these
Did George just axe himself?
I would have fallen over if I didn't have too much clutter in my office to stop me falling over.
Oh, nice.
What I don't understand is why they bring the actual, like, the real, for real, legit race cars to the show that is supposed to be for, consumer cars that actual real people can buy, instead of the insane racing machines that are race car drivers.
Because
It looks like a shelf with
It's
an egg
because
on
it's the
it.
future.
I
No,
don't
it's
know,
also because it's the future. I mean, this is a hybrid car from Porsche. It's like the
Yeah,
hint,
but-
right? Like we're investing in this. Soon the technology on this car, you'll see it on the car next to it.
Yeah. That Mini, the new Mini convertible, either that car is really big or those wheels are really tiny.
Nope, it's really big. Those things
It's
are
really
fucking
big.
huge nowadays. I genuinely dislike
They're
the
no
new
longer
minis in
minis.
every aspect.
Yeah.
Also, a
minis
mini
are-
convertible always looked just gross. I hate them. I hate them with a passion.
Tell us how you really feel, George.
Even the old ones?
Which old ones? I mean the BMW ones. The BMW,
Okay.
the BMW Mini convertibles. I've hated all of them.
Okay. On to more about the small foreign cars. Fiat 124 Spider, the darling of the LA Auto Show this year.
Oh my God, this car. This car. The Italians.
Easy, George. Don't have a crisis.
Ugh.
Don't know a Lady Chatterley moment.
Look at the grooves in the hood and the headlights. Oh my gosh.
Mind you, these are the grooves in the hood.
I will
are
give
pretty
you
much exactly what we were nailing that Infinity on earlier.
This is different.
The different grooves.
this is
Yeah,
done
this one
right.
has Fiat on the front.
There's a big
Yeah.
difference.
No, I'll admit, this car is a fucking
And-
beautiful thing. It's
I
just
love this
it's
car from
gorgeous.
every
And it's
angle.
prettier than the Miata.
Huh?
Oh yeah, we should note for those who don't perhaps keep
It's
up on
prettier
all
than
the
the
news.
Miata.
The Fiat 124 Spider is a basically 99% Miata and 1% Fiat. But boy, does that 1% make a difference.
Give it 5%. It does have a Fiat engine.
All right, does have a Fiat engine. Yeah, so 95% Miata, 5% Fiat, and it is amazing.
But
Anyone who
as
buys it, put a new exhaust on it, because the exhaust sounds like crap.
the exhaust, the mufflers they put on it make it sound like crap. But
I
have
guess it
you
depends on
seen?
how.
Have you seen the rear of the car though? The rear is just so.
Beautiful.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you got
It's
to
so
to
swoopy
really
and Italian.
grasp the difference between the Miata and the 124 Spider. It is very convenient that the pictures for both are basically right next to each other. You can just scroll up, look at the 124, scroll down, look at the Miata,
Yeah.
and it's just you look at them and you're like, wow, that is how the Miata should have looked.
Well, here's the thing with the Miata is that when I saw the Miata, they really were pushing to make the car as small as possible. So they rounded off, like the nose slants down. It's really pointy, and it's pointy at the back too. The Italians went, no, that's not the way we do things. We do flowing lines and.
And then the car caught fire.
But no, but as a result, the car is like over 100 pounds heavier, just because I think there's more of it, because they didn't slope it off and round it off as much as Mazda did.
Yeah.
But it's so worth it.
Yep. I mean, the Miata this new Fiat looks almost like the Toyota SFR concept that came out, in that it looks like a European car.
It looks really good. And to Churba's point about it sounding like ass, that's because they put a muffler on it. The Fiat 500 Abarth doesn't have a muffler. It just says catalytic converters. That's its only sound deadening.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this car with a muffler delete would be awesome.
I have a muffler delete. It's called a Sabersaw.
I have one of those too. Chris got me that for my birthday.
Good choice, Chris.
I know. She's awesome.
Mm-hmm. What of that Alpha?
I've seen the suits those girls are wearing at fetish shows. I question Alpha's marketing department as to why they put their booth babes in fetish clothes.
I think it's supposed to look like a fighter jet, like a fighter jet, like.
That's
outfit?
like an old racing suit, maybe. What's
know.
going on? It's got radiators
Yeah.
in front of the
Grill-
wheels?
Yeah, that's
Grill
weird.
makes no sense. It's asymmetrical because it has like the little hole for probably the hook.
Yeah, probably a tow hole. Yeah.
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 And the probably
Because
big
it's gonna break.
vents on the top.
Ah.
Yeah,
George, you
what?
must be really I don't know, George. Oh no, you're a Saab man. You're not a Volvo guy.
Well, since
about-
Saab has gone away, I have. Yeah. I
Gotta-
don't have the. Here's the thing. Here's the way this worked. So when you're a Saab guy, you hate Volvos, unless there's BMWs around, in which case you get together with the Volvo guys and you beat up on the BMW guys. That's how it works. So we fight within our own borders, but outside of our borders, fuck everyone else.
What if an American car then shows up?
It doesn't. It's basically Swedish cars first, and then fuck everyone.
Okay. Well, this new Volvo looks really nice.
It does.
See,
Oh,
I
was
think they
slightly
were going.
disappointed that guys said P0 on them, not F0.
They were going for the same thing as the DB10, I think.
Yeah.
To make it look like a single piece of metal. Only
Yeah.
this is done right. It doesn't look like a fucking dildo.
It does not.
No, it
I'm kind of
doesn't.
into it. I kind of like it. I wouldn't buy one, but I kind of like it.
So wait, this
Nissan
car
Juke sticker.
wasn't there. That's actually what they're talking about. Is this car wasn't at
Oh.
the show?
Oh well.
Instead,
Well, I would
they
say
showed
there's
off
one
their interior design, which is interesting.
Boring. I don't know. You got a big ass screen in there. Everything is screens now. I don't know. Let's
He's
talk
down
about
there, Grandpa.
let's talk about for once in its.
Screens now. I can't believe it. Bring me a fucking big bird. I need a big bird to tell a fast
Oh,
car.
shut up. Let's talk about perhaps for the first time in its life the least ugliest car in the not the ugliest car in the room, the Nissan Juke.
I always liked the
That
Juke.
is an accomplishment, I suppose.
It's
I don't
for
mind
once
the Juke.
not the ugliest car in the. No, I don't mind it either. It seems like a nice car, but it feels like it's so ugly.
The
It's
Juke is kind of like a
weird.
bulldog. It's
Yeah,
ugly. Adorable kind of ugly.
It's an
Yeah,
adorable.
okay.
I'll give you it's an adorable
All right,
kind
I'll
of
give you
ugly.
that. I'll give you that. Yeah. It's
My
an
problem
adorable
with
ugly.
it is it's impractical. Like
Yeah.
I've been in one, and it's just like the way the back is shaped. It's basically a two-seater hatchback almost. It's like what were they? Why would I buy that?
It is
Yeah.
a Japanese car, though.
I can't get stuff in that.
Mazda CX-9, big yawn, nothing
They-
to write home
Basically,
about.
they're just updating this car with their new grille styling.
Yeah, basically.
Everything all the Mazdas look like that now.
That Scion C-HR concept. That car is so ugly it becomes cool looking again.
It looks like they hired someone at Hot Wheels to design this for them.
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly it. Looks like a Hot Wheels car.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the headlights, and it looks like, you know, when you get two mirrors next to each other. And it's like,
Look at that. Those wheels, the wheels, I feel like they should be one of the rims on them look like those Omni wheels that if you turn the four wheels independently, you can get it going like crawling sideways or something.
I'm looking at these wheels, and I kind of wonder if they're just solid rubber, if they're not actually tires.
Wow, the ride on that would be nasty.
Toyota is back with a couple of the RFC with the F Sport cars, the RC F Coupe, and the no longer being made LFA. Why are they bringing it if it's no longer being made?
Because they had fuck all else to bring, Victor. That's why. They
Yeah.
paid for that booth space and they're gonna fucking use it.
You'd think they would have brought
Lexus
something.
wants
Maybe
so-
like a really super tuned FRS. Like they
Mm,
could totally bring a really.
That's
like-
not Lexus, though. This is the Lexus booth, Victor.
That would also
They got-
require them
they've got
admitting
a
that they
Lex-
probably
they've got
should
a
have had a
Toyota
turbo
behind
from the
it.
factory.
Yeah, that would be basically admitting they did it wrong.
Yeah.
I don't know. The problem, Lexus wants to be BMW so bad, but they're so bad at being BMW. Like these cars always lose
Mhm.
to BMWs in comparisons. They're never better in almost any way.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll
they're
tell you what
cheap,
though, I tell you what though, I do want that Project 2 and 4 concept. That thing looks like it'd give the Ariel Atom a run for its money.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that looks like a death trap, though.
It is.
Oh,
It is.
absolutely, but yeah.
In the Atom, you're in the center with like a little roll cage and everything. This just looks like you're gonna fall off.
Well, you know why the cockpit's exposed, right? Well, it's like why it's basically just like a racing bucket hanging off the side. So when you
Dude.
piss yourself taking a corner, it'll just fall off the car.
I tell you
Well,
what.
it probably takes left corners really well.
Yeah,
I'd ride
but
in this
you-
naked.
I-
That'd be hilarious.
Oh yeah, man.
I
There's
tell
Like,
you
you see that
what.
video of Clarkson in the Ariel Atom with his face like gone all fucking everywhere because he's old and jowly? Imagine your balls doing that.
Have you guys ever driven a car with extreme performance tires on it?
Yes.
No.
For those of you who haven't done it, basically, you know, these insane G numbers you see on like supercars and things. About 0.15 of those Gs are down to the tires alone. The tires on this thing look gnarly. And gnarly
Those,
tires make for some truly terrifying cornering speeds.
Those are Potenza tires.
Yeah, they're Bridgestone Potenza pole positions or something. I don't know. I've seen them before. I could have bought them for my car. I went with Kumos because they were cheaper, but
I want to see you buy those for your fucking land barge.
you know, I actually thought about putting my really sticky 15-inch because weirdly, my Mazda and my land barge have same rim diameter.
Huh.
Now, of course, if I put these on land barge, it will drop about 2 inches lower.
What about the stud pattern?
What about the what?
Stud
Stud
pattern.
man.
The what? Oh, the stud.
Oh,
No, I'd have to
go
put them
on.
I'd have to put them on the wheels that come off the barge because
Okay.
there's no way to bolt 4 bolts.
A line.
Yeah. Anyways, not important.
Rear-wheel drive Hurricane LP580-2.
Wow.
Leaner, meaner, cheaper.
How much power? I need to Google this. How much power does this have?
Ostensibly.
All I care is
Oh,
that it's a rear wheel drive. That makes me happy.
580 horsepower, I think, because that's what that 580 is supposed to stand for, right?
Yeah, but with the Italians, you never really know.
All right. Well, you look that up. I think it looks. I think like all the Lamborghinis looks a lot like a razor blade on wheels. It looks like it's gonna just scrape off everything off the floor.
I do love Lamborghinis.
They're just massive. Better than the Lambo, the Ford GT.
Better. You
I like the old
I
the old
pissed on
one
that
better.
car. I pissed on that car. I
you
will admit,
pissed
I
on that
pissed
car in the
car.
pre-production. You
Yeah.
were
Yeah. Absolutely.
I'm still not into it.
I mean, it looks. This is a Hot Wheels car. Is what it is. That's what the Ford GT.
No.
This is-
Yes.
This is a technological showcase. This is a wonderful car, and I love it.
Uh-huh. Meanwhile,
got
that technological showcase had to be technologic some more for the Le Mans racer. The thing looks like they just flattened it even more.
Yeah. No, but it's got that the new 3.5-liter V6 twin turbo that Ford is using in their trucks to replace their V8 engines because it makes surprisingly more torque. So they're pushing that direct injection small V6, lots of boost. This thing is going to be gnarly when it finally comes out.
Yeah, I mean, and those engines aren't bad for economy either. Because correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the EcoBoost technology is uses cylinder deactivation, right?
I don't really know.
I'm not
Well,
sure how it works. I presume magic, but they are surprisingly economical.
Yeah, the EcoBoost is just Ford's brilliant marketing at saying turbocharged. Like that's really all it is. It's just
Yeah.
turbocharged.
EcoBoost is a family of turbocharged direct injection gasoline engines produced by the Ford Motor Company and co-developed by FEV Engineering.
Everyone's got a marketing gimmick. Volkswagen goes with like I think DSI or something.
Volkswagen having their computers fill the emissions.
Yeah, that's true.
You fucking told me about that when we were talking about it on another car show like 2 shows back. Like how you could get aftermarket ones that fool the test kits.
Oh yeah. All of my friends who've tuned their cars have checked a box in the tuning software that says pass emissions. So if any computer comes knocking and says, "Hey, are your emissions good?" it just goes, "Everything's great."
Everything's just fine.
It's like
Oh,
the drunk
here
guy
it
going, I can drive.
We totally have all our catalytic converters and not a gnarly camshaft. We are good.
Yeah. I like how Business Insider calls the all-wheel drive Focus RS a fire-breathing rally car.
The RS is actually a beast. Have you driven one yet, Vic?
I've not. I really want to. When I was considering. So I always have in my head, if I can buy a new car, what car will I get? And until this car was announced, it was WRX or Lancer Evo 10. And now that this car is here, I have to think, should I maybe go domestic?
I
Now
don't think they make the Lancer Evo 10 anymore.
no, they don't.
I know they don't make it. But that's the whole thing.
What?
Should I get the Lancer Evo 10?
Hasn't
Yeah.
Ford been like the Focus been kicking ass in rally for like 4 years consecutively?
In rally, yeah, but we haven't had an all-wheel drive Focus here for freaking ever.
We haven't had, a good Focus here in a long time. I mean, they only just brought us the ST.
Yeah. So many beautiful, beautiful cars. I kind of want to fast forward.
Blue.
Wow, on the Ford Lincoln or
No,
on the Ford
on
Escort.
on the RS. We were just looking at.
I'm sorry. Ford
I think
Escort.
the
I mean the
color
Ford
on the
Focus.
Shelby GT350, the color could deal with being toned down just a little bit, go more towards a burnt orange than a flame orange.
Nah, I love it.
No,
Seriously, I just
I'm not
like
a fan of the color either.
I like the fact that they have colors. They haven't had colors on cars for so freaking long.
I really like that deep royal blue on the Lincoln
Oh.
Continental.
Yeah,
That
that's
is a-
good.
That's like a deep royal blue.
Oh.
I think it's amazing. I mean, the Lincoln emblem gets lost in all the chrome of the grille, so I think maybe they should change that. But I think it just looks. I think it looks like a nice car. Let me actually look up some side
It's the
shots
color
this.
of fountain pen ink, like before you get it on paper.
Yes. Yep, that's it.
Yeah. We're just skipping over the GT350. No one cares? Okay.
No one
No.
cares about the GT350.
I do, but only for reasons that it is a big, fun-to-drive V8. So,
Yeah.
it's not significantly different to, a
What do you-
Hellcat or
What do you
the other
think of
Mustangs.
the flat plane crank business?
Don't know.
I don't quite understand the point, because it didn't really work out like they wanted it to. The firing order is wrong. And it,
Oh, now that I didn't know.
Here, hit that link.
What link? This link? Okay, that link.
ooh, pretty.
It kind of looks like a BMW mixed with like a Bentley.
Looks more like an Audi to me, but
I don't know. To me,
I
I
fucking hate those
definitely
rims,
see
though.
more Bentley in there than anything else.
I
It's
like
nice.
it.
It looks stately. That's the thing. It looks stately.
Yeah, gaze upon what your government officials are going to be ferried around in for the next 25 years.
I'm okay with that. I'd rather they be driving a Lincoln than a Beamer.
Is this replacing the Panther body?
I don't know.
That was the Crown Victoria.
Oh, the Crown Vic has been being phased out for ages.
Oh, it's gone. It's
Yeah.
it's-
Wrong
it-
kind
I
of
know. I
government
still see
official.
some. I still see some cop cars that are
No, I mean
Continentals.
they're not
Crown-
making any more Panther bodies. They're done.
Yeah. The Lincoln MKZ looks. I mean, they say it has a facelift, but I'm looking at it, and I mean, where is it different from the current MKZ?
I think those stripy
I think the
bumps
grill-
on the bonnet.
Yeah, the stripy bumps maybe, and the grill maybe, but it still looks like an MKZ.
The MKZ never ever interests me. I don't know why.
I'm just pulling up what the current MKZ looks like so that I can see. Oh, no, I don't want the new one, you rotten shit.
Oh, what the hell is this? Did Bentley make a fucking SUV? God damn it.
Huh?
Is that supposed to be an SUV? It just looks like a big town
No.
car.
No. The Lincoln Bentayga, it looks like just another town car.
Oh, they did change the grill. They turned the grill into a single piece instead of a two-piece, and they added a
Yeah.
stripe on the hood. That's it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. You know why?
Because-
Because the old Lincoln grill design made. I mean, most of the people I know think of those the face guards for the knights in shining armor flipped down.
It is an
That's what I thought
SUV. God damn it.
How is that an SUV? It's not nearly big enough.
It's bigger than it looks in these pictures. Well, what happened to the silent sports car? That's what Bentleys are supposed to be.
Yeah, well, they're
Yeah.
not.
I've worked for some extraordinarily rich people who would buy Bentleys and such back when I worked as a valet, the Jeeves kind, not the car parking kind. And none of them would buy this because it just looks like crap.
Wow,
It
you
does.
look at it from the side, and it's like about the size of, what is it, that Audi, I think it's one of their
Boat?
Q series cars.
Probably is a Q series car.
Oh, in the trunk, it's got a mini bar. So,
Yeah,
there's
see-
that.
You found that as well, yeah.
Like, knock all of this cross-hatching along the bottom bumper off, and you might start getting somewhere, but no, this car is not going to land with its target market, and it's too expensive for everyone else to buy.
Yeah, it is. They kind of screwed the pooch on this one. Also, what the hell is with those second headlights that are mostly covered up? Are those just the indicators, or what the hell is going on there?
I'm guessing indicators or daylights.
Probably
It looks-
indicators.
It doesn't matter. It looks stupid either way.
Yeah.
I like that
Looks
the
like, you know what it is?
minibar
It looks like a
like
coffee
consumes the whole trunk.
stand. Yeah. Yeah.
What a coincidence.
Good job, Bentley. That was a good idea.
And the last car on this list, the Rolls-Royce Dawn. I think the Rolls-Royce Dawn is trying to be what never came of the Cadillac CL.
I disagree. I think they're trying to move back to the older Rolls-Royce kind of styling sensibility rather than trying to move towards the future like everyone else. They're just trying to update their old style and keep it very much the same.
But that's what I'm saying. The Cadillac CL looked like it was going to be like a classic Hollywood starlet kind of convertible car, with the flat-faced Cadillac styling, of course. But this looks very similar.
I know what the
This looks
Bentayga
like
looks
a
like, to take a step back. The Bentayga looks like a London black cab with a Bentley badge on it.
You're right. It looks like a stretched-out black cab.
Guys, I have to show you something awful.
Show
Okay.
me something awful.
Ooh,
So-
craziest cars from the Tokyo Motor Show. I know what link I'm
Oh,
hitting.
that's just disgusting.
Oh, did you see?
gross
No,
looking.
Wait, but there's a Darth Vader one as well.
Oh, and the inside is worse.
It's
Look at that.
so awful.
That's
So
gross.
awful.
Meanwhile, I will point your attention to this image of the now defunct Cadillac CL concept car.
The defunct.
This car, no matter how long you think this car looks, I saw this car in person, and it is huge.
Is it as big as this
It is-
freaking link? Jeez.
It is an effort to walk around this car.
Fuck, those doors look about 3 feet thick.
This is something that I very much enjoy with my own gigantic boat of a car, and it's
Oh man.
Here you go.
just the
Look at
expansive
the fourth
space.
picture.
Hmm?
Fourth picture. Down or across?
From left to right. Fourth picture. You thought that Stormtrooper one was bad?
Ugh.
In fact, I did.
Yeah, I
Darth
thought
Vader.
that was bad.
Oh, I've seen this car in person. It is as ugly as you think it is, but more so.
Well,
I saw this car at the Peterson Museum. Ugh.
oh, I kind of like. It's gaudy as shit, but I kind of like that fucking hot rod with the purple on the sides and the Perspex engine covers. Unless that's an airbrushing, I'm not entirely sure.
I'm gonna go with
That Vader car,
Perspex
though.
on it. The Perspex I'm gonna say is actually there, but everything else is airbrush.
Well,
'Cause you would have
obviously,
to
the
get
rest
the
of it's
angle.
airbrushed, Victor.
I don't know.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, sorry, I had a case of the dumb right there. Yeah, no, it's just I don't know. I like the I think out of everything here, out of everything we looked at today, the Fiat and the Rolls-Royce are my two favorites at the moment. What about you guys?
Yeah, I can agree with that.
And where does the award for the ugliest car of the show go to?
Ooh, I think I need to go back through.
Because right now I'm thinking it's that Lexus. I'm thinking it's that Infinity.
I think the Infinity
The one
is definitely a
with the weird
strong
lines
contender.
on the doors.
Yeah.
It's a
the
tie
Infiniti
between the
Q30
it's a
and
tie
the
between the
QX30.
tie between the QX30 and that fucking mini convertible.
No, I think
I
it's
don't know.
a tie between
think convertible.
the Q30 and the QX30.
I'm thinking maybe it's the a tie between the QX30 and the Audi e-tron Quattro.
I don't know. My tie would be the Alfa Romeo sedan we saw. Mostly
look-
because Alfa Romeo really should have known better. That car does not look as good as it should. It is letting the brand down.
Wow, that's interesting. It's not on
Huh.
that. It's not on the LA Auto Show page because I don't think it's there this year. I think it'll probably be there next year. Look up the Infiniti Q50S.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thrilling radio while we look things up.
What about this? Am I looking up?
I can't even find it. All I'm getting is the Q50.
Yeah.
Close enough.
What are we looking for here?
The thing is, the Q50S, it looks a bit like a Skyline. You know why?
'Cause it's a
Because
Skyline.
it is one?
It is. It's a Skyline with an extra door. How weird is that? They're trying to make a family car out of the Skyline.
Wait. A Skyline with an extra door? Like
Trunk.
No, he means 4 doors instead of 2.
Ah.
Well, the Nissan Skyline is a family car. It's just that the GTR is, hot rodded to insanity.
Yeah. But man, is it beautiful.
But I don't know. It's not really it's not really relevant anymore because the GTR diverged and went this way. It's not part of the Skyline line anymore. It's its own thing.
There really isn't a Skyline anymore.
No, there isn't. There's still a Skyline. It's just that
Really?
Yeah.
there's no Skyline GTR anymore.
What am I looking at here? Oh, 2015 Skyline. What? Look at that.
Yeah, dude.
No, all I'm getting is pictures of GTRs.
Yeah, me
That's
too.
literally all I'm getting. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see. I
Yeah,
don't
they
see what you
do
guys are
make
looking.
Skylines. They're just under the Infinity label now with a different name badge outside of Japan. So,
Okay. All right then. Well, folks.
yeah,
good show.
in fact, the last Skyline sedan was the Q50.
Okay then.
Yeah, they went
Wait.
the other way.
There we go.
Yeah.
So says Wikipedia. It must be true.
Infinity Q50. Just look at pictures of that.
Yep. So
I
the
can
350 GT is kind of like the attempt to put the GTR back in the Skyline after we have let the GTR loose,
You know
which is a
what?
bit weird.
A 300 horsepower Skyline is what a GTR used to be. It's still plenty of get up and go.
Yeah. Huh. Well. Alrighty. Alright, folks. Well, good show as always. Thank you to Omar and George and Churba. If you want to, if you listen to this outside and you didn't get a chance to hit that link, there's links in the description to everything we talked about. You can go and look at that, and we always encourage leave some comments either on the podcast website or through the YouTube page, or hell, even email us. So
We have a
you
Facebook page, which we always
we do have the
forget to
Facebook
update.
page. Yeah, we do. We have the Facebook page. Yeah, fancy that. There is a Facebook page.
I should probably like that.
I think you already have.
Yeah,
I
probably.
don't know.
Leave us a comment on our various social medias, or hit us up on Twitter, or at SonicDH. That is me. At Churba. That's you, right, man?
Yeah, that's me everywhere.
Yeah. Or so at SonicDH or at Churba, you can hit us up there. And as always, thank you for listening. Good night, everybody.